And welcome back, guys. Luke Orsby here, and today we are here back on Boston Red Sox franchise on MLB The Show 24, taking a look at the top 100 prospects to start spring training 2025 MLB season. And as you can see, we have someone right outside the top 10. Our last draft pick of the freaking draft last year, Oliver Marmoleo, 22 years old, a potential 71 overall out of Venezuela. And he is going to be something crazy. I don't know how this is going to translate, but he is in our our spring training rotation. So we're going to give him some looks, and I'll show you what I got made up before we start some of those games. I don't think we'll do it the whole time. We might move him to the bullpen, but I do want to get a couple starts to start spring. I don't think Maleo will start in MLB level. I just want him to develop maybe at least half the season to come up. And then Chad Green, who we were eyeing. He was drafted pretty early. He is the only guy above Marmoleo. So that's pretty impressive. Of course, we have Roman Anthony, who's still a top 15 prospect here. Here are his attributes. We're going to see how he improves throughout the year. And then looking at 32, we have Marcelo Mayer, who it looks like has fallen down a little bit, but 22 years old, he is still going to be a really good asset, still a very good fielder, can hit, and hopefully it translates in AAA. Then we got Oscar Estrella, our second round pick. Again, probably another guy who is non-ranked and could have fallen a little bit later in the draft. So we ended up reaching for him because I didn't want to take the chance, and he's sitting at number 40, our number 4 prospect. Kyle Teel, of course, who's going to be starting for us, played 22 games last year, 243, 282, and 311 with a 593 on base. So it wasn't perfect, but wasn't bad. And then Rusty Hollander, of course, one of our later picks as well, 46 overall, 18 years old, but a potential. I want to say he had the highest potential, if I remember correctly, maybe second behind Marmoleo, but I like a project. I can't wait to see Rusty Hollander just, a couple seasons be in the 60s. That's all we need. At 18 years old, I'm in no rush to get him up. And then Alex Chacin, our first round pick. Again, he only has 3 pitches. He's 22 years old at 64 overall already, so hopefully he's able to bump it up to a 90 or to a 70 by this year, but he'll most likely be starting in AAA as well. But he's up here as well, ready to play some spring training games. So we have 7 guys in the top 100, which is pretty impressive. Fred Morse is just right behind him here. I was okay with this pick as well. He's going to be exciting. I don't know how big of a piece he'll be, but maybe a trade guy. Maybe. We'll see how he plays. He'll be most likely starting in AA as well with Mike Stacy. Insane speed. Should be able to get on base pretty well too and use it, so I'm excited to see how he's able to pull it off. Mikey Romero is sitting at 10 with Drew Hackenberg. I mean, this is a guy we traded for, hopefully being a big piece, and he's fallen to 11. Nick York's fallen to 12. So it just goes to show how incredible our draft was last year. If we take a look at our pitching rotation for now, to start off, Brian Bayo, Marmoleo, Estrella, Hackenberg, and Wickman Gonzalez will be in the rotation. The reason I chose these guys these are the ones that will be most likely competing, and I also want to get Brian Bayo some more pitches here since he's 25 years old. Chacin's going to be in the bullpen to start off, so will Walker Buehler. Chris Rodriguez, guy we picked up with the Rule 5 draft. And then one thing I noticed as well, so we're probably going to have to drop him when the season starts, is that contract. I don't even want to talk about it. He most likely will be gone, but he's still there. Of course, Andrew Moore, who we got as well in the last episode. Winkowski, Dalbar, Sims. Liu is most likely starting in AAA, which is unfortunate since he's 26 years old. Liam Hendricks, we still have to close some games out. Brian Matta, he's another guy that could compete a little bit here. Bernardio, Giolito. We're going to have a lot of our normal guys come in towards the end of spring training, but we're going to take a look at some of our big guys in Marmoleo, Estrella, Hackenberg, Gonzalez. Of course, Gonzalez is 23, still has plenty of time to keep going. But we're going to play with some of these guys today and see how that goes. In terms of the lineup, Kelenic, Soto. Soto will be hitting second for us and against righties, and probably against lefties too. I have him hitting fourth, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Yoshida's going to hit fourth, Casas fifth. Rafaela is going to be hitting sixth. Nick York going to be hitting 7th. Going to be starting in our lineup here with Vaughn Grissom. Trevor Story is going to be on the bench, but not for long. Jalen Duren is most likely going to be a bench piece for us. Coming on, of course, Connor Wong. Bobby Dalbeck still on the team. We have Walyer Abreu, who could be competing for a spot as well. And then Blaze Jordan potentially could be competing too. So we're going to see some of those guys in action as well. We have Cutter Coffee up here as well, even though he performed pretty poorly in the minor leagues last year. We're going to see what they're able to do. So we're going to sim this first game with Brian Bayo. I'm not too interested in him, but I still want him to have some touches. Marmoleo had 1 strikeout, 1 inning pitched. It looks like he gave up some runs, though. But we're going to get into here with Marmoleo. There's our lineup for the day. Like to see it. I like to see it. So Tristan Costas hitting 6. It's pretty nuts. But we're going up against the Atlanta Braves. Their lineup's looking scary as well. Alright, so Marmoleo has a 4-seamer, changeup, slider, cutter, and a curveball. I know he's more of a movement type of guy here. So let's see what we have. See what his 4-seamer can do up and in. 89 miles an hour. That is slow. That is definitely slow. But if we can mess with him with movement and control, I think we can have fun time against this lineup. So we're going to hit him with a slider. Going down and away. And we're going to try a change up. Oh, I like that movement there. See if we can get it right at the bottom of the zone. Ooh, just missed there. He does have a couple cutters and a couple fastballs with a cutter and a 4-seamer. Perfect. I'm okay competing here. He's not going to go through the lineup more than once and a half. Gleyber Torres, the new Atlanta Brave. That is crazy to believe. So as long as we got Juan Soto, but they just bolstered their lineup even more. It's pretty crazy. 4-seamer here. I would love to get some velocity up. That might be what we work on with Marmoleo, just to pick it up just a little bit more. But he was late on, or he missed that fastball. Right up the middle. Love to see it. He might not be a big strikeout guy with the purple glove. You love to see it. I just love him more and more here. Going up against Acuna here. Really testing ourselves. And another grounder. Incredible. First pitch, and he's out. Try to do camera angle here. Ooh. He lays down to get it, but he can't quite get it down. That's okay. He's keeping the ball on the ground, which is kind of interesting here. We're going to see what I feel about this. I feel like I see the movement a little bit more in these pitches here, but I don't know. I'm also more intimidated by these hitters at this angle. Misses it. Now we're going to try and give him heat above. This is not heat. This is a curveball. We're going to go curveball inside. Can't quite hit it here. And the cutter is X here. So let's up and in. Cutter. Right through him. Ozzie Albies here. God, this lineup is disgusting. Just misses. If you guys don't like this angle, by the way, either, please let me know. I'm not too picky. Change up, down, and away. I'm not going to mess around here. I'm not going to give him a fastball. Really keep it on the ground just like that. And he does the double play ball. Marmoleo once again keeping the ball on the ground. That is amazing to see. Going to test Marcell Ozuna here. I'm going to give him another fastball. This time more inside. Perfect pitch. And then we're going to try and curveball him. Kind of away here. Ooh. Doesn't matter. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Yeah, Marmoleo showing his stuff. Nice. Okay, Arcia just had that first pitch strike. See if we're able to keep it up. Keeps it on the ground, but a little bit harder than we wanted it to be. Let's try another slider. I do like what it's able to do here. Cutter. Ugh. Sean Murphy is a... God. How is Sean Murphy this low in their lineup? Yeah, his fastball in situations like this are probably not the best, but maybe I'm wrong. We go change up inside. Of course, Harris next. Okay. Go change up again. And it just misses. First walk of the game. And we lose. Nice. But he lost his stamina, or his mojo that he had. Gleyber Torres once again. Back on the ground. That curveball is doing incredible things. And he was able to get the out. Great play. Baseball City. Oscar Estrella time, baby. Time to play our lock on him after seeing how great of a job Marmoleo did. Held down to no runs, couple hits. Kept the ball on the ground. Our lineup for spring training is not doing too hot. Okay, Estrella. Got a 2-seamer, a 4-seamer. Hitting 93 at its best. Changeup, curveball, and slider. See what he's got here with his fastball. Misses, but hit 91 miles an hour. His curveball, really good movement there. I think we can play with it here. Down and in. Oop, more like down and more like in the middle. 78 miles an hour on that curveball, though. Change up. He's got some good movement down as well. See if we can get the outside corner. Nice. Had a miss there. And then he has a 2-seamer here that will go away. So we'll keep that up and away. Have him chase it maybe. Not quite. And then, so we'll hit finally with the slider. A very similar bunch of pitches than Marmoleo. Was way late on that. And then we're going to try and give him a fastball. We'll just go down and in here. Don't like the count. I'm guessing he's guessing fastball as well. That one hit 91 miles an hour. 2-seamer. And he smacks that ball. Right in between the first and second baseman. Not a great at-bat for Estrella. Jordan Westenberg, great player. They're going second. And he got him. Kyle Teal. Incredible for Kyle Teal. I love it. Let's see it. How close this was. Bam and bam. He is out from the show drone. Perfect. So it's fresh again. Let's see what else we're able to do. Another pretty hard hit ball. 93 miles an hour off the bat. Not the best for Estrella, but we're keeping it going. He was all over that one. Thank you. Not too bad. Curveball has him chasing. I'm going to try and get him swinging here, down and away on his 2-seamer. Didn't quite get him. Could not get him to chase. We're already leading, though. That's true. 1-0. Got him. Nice. Look at those dorky glasses. I just have to say, I love his windup. That finish, that leg kick. Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty. It goes all the way. It's going to be a good pitch. Yeah, I like his slider a lot, too. JD Martinez. Holy cow. Just know JD Martinez on the Orioles. That's going to be scary to go up against in the East. But we did get Juan Soto. So who cares, right? See if we can get him choking here. I mean, he made good contact. I want to try that again. He's not going to expect that again. Oh, he was expecting it again. We have time to make him chase here. Change up, down. And we got him. Into the first inning. He got out of it. So Drew Hackenberg got the loss there, it looks like. But we did see 1 inning of Estrella, and it was okay. I went in and just simulated the rest. So we're going to take a look at Gonzalez here, Wilkman Gonzalez, who is yet to have the chance. Looks like Chacin's had 3 innings pitched with no earned runs. That's pretty good. Anybody else here been pitching a lot? Yeah, Jung Liu did not do too well in his appearance here, it looks like. Doesn't look like many other people are getting innings. So that's okay. It's an interesting choice throwing in a lot of our starters here. Estrella, though, you saw 3 innings pitched with 3 earned, a 3 ERA, giving up a hit per inning. But Bayo, Marmoleo was really nice on the mound. But we're going to skip Hackenberg. We're going to go straight to Gonzalez. Wickelman Gonzalez. Look at his scouting report here, making his first start of spring training. He has a 4-seamer, 2-seamer slider, and a curveball. Not as much movement here, it looks like, but we're going to have an inning of him. Nice location here. 18th round pick for Julian. It's pretty impressive. That changeup, not much movement on that at all. We're going to see what we're able to accomplish with him. Hung it, but and it does fall. We're going to try and keep it down on the ground. Oh my god, he has a was not ready for that. That was my fault. Oh, I'm still not ready. Kept on the ground. But of course, because he had a pass ball there. A little bit of a wild pitch action. Royce Lewis, of course, this is a big game for spring training. Another slider, kept it on the ground. His fastball did just hit 95 miles an hour. That's pretty nice. Keeps it on the ground, but enough for the run to score. That's a shame. But we now got Byron Buxton. I'm not minding Wilkman Gonzalez here. Going to see how exciting it is when he sims for the rest of it. But another ball hit to Costas. Costas fields it. We are all good to go. Love to see it. We get our first win of spring training. Walker Buehler gets our win with 1 inning pitched. 2 earned runs nonetheless, but he gets the win. We did see an inning of Wilkman Gonzalez in game, and he finished with 3 innings, 3 hits, just that 1 earned run we gave up, so he was able to shut down for the rest of the game. That's pretty awesome. Rafaela, player of the game. I think last guy we're going to check out before we start simming a little bit more, and we might go again, is Alex Chacin. Looks like he did pitch an inning yesterday, but I'd still like to see him get a start. Hackenberg, we might take a look at as well a little bit later. Alexi Chacin, our first overall pick, I want to say 9th overall in the entire draft, is going to get the start here. And we're going to take a look at him for an inning or so. Alexi Chacin, 4 innings pitched so far. Wow. Describes him as an undersized pitcher. Maybe that's something I should have looked into before I drafted him, but it was too good to be true. Again, he's got 3 pitches here. Slider, 4-seamer, and changeup. Nothing too exciting either. Maybe he's a guy that ends up going to the bullpen. Who knows? But let's take a look at what he has. Slider finds the zone. I got to get used to slider being the A pitch. Usually not what I'm expecting. 4-seam fastball. Let's see if we can get it to 95 miles an hour. We can, but we lay it right down the middle. Okay, but it stays in the ballpark, but that might be a triple. Actually, that will be a triple. That will not be a triple. Okay. Chacin, leadoff double. Not great, but we're trying our best here. Let's see what his changeup does on the inside against Brandon Marsh. Keeps it on the ground. Costas can't keep it in his glove. That's a shame. See if we can keep it on the ground here. Nice. Gets the call. 93 mile an hour fastball. Okay. Got the force out. Maybe almost hurt somebody. But keeping Bryce Harper on the ground is ideal. Kyle Schwarber. I don't know what I want to do about Kyle Schwarber. Not throw a fastball, that's for sure. Ooh. Nice. Let's see. Ooh. Change up down and in. And he crushes it. That's going to be a run. That's okay. Another first inning run. Would like to see a strikeout. That slider looking pretty nice, though. Fastball doing his thing. Whew. See if we hit the slider again. Not the location I wanted. Was in the zone, wasn't looking to make it in the zone. Go change up maybe right on that corner. Ugh, missed that location too. He's battling here. Go slider inside. Man, Kepler is making it hard, but we have pitches. We're only 1 and 2, so I am gonna kind of tease a slider up and in. Still in the zone. I don't know how it keeps just landing in the zone there. Four-seamer down and away. Whew. I want to do that again. Wow. Wow, Max Kepler making it very tricky. Change up in the zone. Gosh, darn. And he able to bring it in the air, which is a shame, but Chastain ended up finishing with 3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 earned runs. Could be worse, could be better. But with that, I feel like that's everyone I want to take a look at for right now. We got a whole month, so let's just keep going through. We're going to take a look maybe halfway through here on March 15th, see how the team is doing. We are currently 7 and 14, not ideal. Lineup's looking like Kelenick's doing well, Soto's doing well, 10 and 17. That's insane. Devers not having the best spring, but it's not the end of the world. Yoshida's also not having the best spring. Casas 224, not great either. Rafaela, on the other hand, is hitting 300. Nick York's 288. Wow, homer and 8 RBIs. That's not too bad. Vaughn Grisham's 297. He's up to 71 overall. And then Kyle Teal, 259. Looks like he does have a homer so far. Connor Wong's hitting 259, 1 and 6. Pretty similar, less at-bats. Valdez not doing too hot with only 19 at-bats. Trevor Story's doing okay. Oh, no, he's not. Thurman's not doing great either. Wilyer Abreu, 273 and 11 at-bats. Maybe we let him take a couple games here. So Rafael's already at 60 at-bats. He's doing too good, though. I don't want to mess with him. Maybe we take out Yoshida here just for a while. Let Abreu get a couple more bats, see what he's working with here. I really want to get an idea on if these guys are ready or not, especially Nick York. Maybe we move York higher up in the lineup here, so we can see. I just want to, that's my main importance here, is making sure these young guys get at bats. But most importantly, our pitching here. Bayo's doing incredible, 144 ERA with a 7.2 WHIP. Marmoleo 143, 25 strikeouts in 21 innings is really good. Estrella 780 is not doing too hot here. 173 WHIP's not great. Wickelman Gonzalez 120 WHIP, 3 RA, 15 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts. That is promising. And then Alexi Chassin, 16 innings pitched, 594, 192 WHIP, not doing too great. Hackenberg's up to 8 innings pitched, 1142 ERA, really not doing good. We're going to have Chassin go back to the bullpen. Walker Buehler, 15 innings pitched, doing really well. We might have him get a couple starts over Bayo here. Winkowski's doing great, showing the bullpen well. Andrew Moore and Chris Rodriguez most likely not staying in. It doesn't look like Andrew Moore might stay either, since he's not performing too hot. Lucas Sims is doing great in 6 innings. Would love to have him get more innings pitched here. Maybe if we throw him up there, maybe. Maeda's getting no pitching experience here, so another guy we want to take a look at more. I know we got to have more, and we'll probably take out Chris Rodriguez, though, because we are going to let him go with his contract. Ben Joyce, another guy we want to make sure gets some pitching here. I think maybe that's enough. I've seen of Lucas Sims. 6 innings pitched, 25 innings on Brian Bayo. Liu's only getting 1 inning pitched. I'd like to see him a little bit more, too, potentially. All right, with that, I'm pretty good with it. Not doing too hot, but not doing too bad either. Let's get to the end of spring training. Trevor Story up against Kenley Jensen. That's funny, who's now on the Blue Jays. And it looks like he's able to close it out. With one more game, we're currently 11-20. Looks like Marmoleo's going to take the last game here on the mound. Walker Buehler's still doing great. Marmoleo's been doing okay. I think 43 strikeouts in 33 innings is phenomenal. His 133 whip is nothing to be excited about, but definitely a good start for it being his first experience in professional baseball. Strella, he's definitely not doing too good. Welkman Gonzalez has had a great spring, I would say. 277, 133s could be better as well. Drew Hackenberg has been pretty much a shame here. Ben Joyce has done well. Liu's kind of done okay. Brian Bayo, again, great spring for him. Andrew Moore, I don't know. We'll keep him up. See what he does within the first month or so. Cutter Crawford has kind of fallen out. Chassin, 594 and 16 innings pitched. Yeah, honestly, I'm not too upset. We win the last game. For our lineup, Nick York finishes 310, 2 homers and 10 RBIs. Juan Soto's does well. Devers doesn't do too hot. Rafaela finished with 295. Freaking Juan Soto, dude. 12 homers, 22 RBIs. Kyle Teal, 231 against Connor Wong's 286. Looks like Connor Wong could be just as efficient here, but he's going to be on the bench for us for sure. 48 bats for Trevor Story. Wilmer Abreu finished with a 313. No homers, though. Depending what his on-base was, it could be a different story. But I think overall, seeing some really good experience here. Blaze Jordan got 25 at-bats. 25 at-bats, 1 RBI, no home runs. Cutter Coffee, 11 at-bats, did nothing with it. Looks like Jimenez did almost nothing with what he got. Romy Gonzalez, Dahlbeck didn't get many at-bats, but maybe he's something I don't know, I like his versatility. But Blaze Jordan could eventually take over that if necessary. Jaron Duran did fine. And then Yoshida, of course, didn't have his best spring. But with that, that's the end of spring training. And it is time to set up some rosters here. Take a look at our lineup, opening day lineup. The lineups are set. The rotations are set. Let's take a look at our rotations for our MLB AAA and AA teams. Brian Bayo is once again going to be the opening day ace for us, followed by Walker Buehler, Garrett Whitlock, Tanner Houck. Had a couple people now say something about that. But I didn't say anything about Bello. Pronounced it Bello. I'm sure I've messed up some other names. My Jaron Durans. Didn't hear any of those. But I've heard some Houcks. Tanner Houcks. And then Lucas Giolito as well. Honestly, a very solid rotation. Numbers-wise, I'd love to have a 90s overall, but hopefully that's where Bayo will come into play here. But we have Cutter Crawford handling long relief again, and hopefully covering any injuries we have. Brian Mata will also be here. He was out of options, so he had to be up for us, but I do not mind that. I think he's going to be okay for us. Lucas Sims, one of our free agency signings, going to be handling the middle relief with Winkowski, Andrew Moore, and Bernardio. I did release that awful contract. Don't even Anderson? Rodriguez? Whatever it was. He's back to Arizona. Had to do some finagling for that, but we're not going to talk about it. And then we got Caleb Thalbar doing setup for us, another pickup for us, throwing lefty. Had a great year, so I would love to see him get some more holds. He had 19 last year, and he has the potential to become our closer if Liam Hendricks does not hold it down, which he might not, being 69 overall now. So it's kind of scary, but he handled it so well last year for us, getting 18 saves in 24 holds, especially when Jansen was out. So we'll see. We'll see. We might definitely need a new one, but that's where AAA comes in. We have Marmoleo, who will be leading AAA with Wilkman Gonzalez, Drew Hackenberg, Oscar Estrella, and Chi-Jung Liu. Liu might be the first one up, need be, depending on how they play. Doug Owen, Dylan Ray, 40 overall here in AAA. Some other stuff. But Amir Garrett will be here for injuries, as well as Ben Joyce, if the time comes. But I want Ben Joyce to get the close, because he might be a necessary bullpen piece in the future. So pretty good here. And then AA is kind of a mess. Alexi Chassin is our only guy that's even looking anywhere okay. Luis Perales, deep potential 21. D potential for Wyatt Olds at 25, and then I'm 27, and then Dwayne Huntley's 22 with C, but 58 overall. And then nothing exciting here in the bullpen either. But in terms of lineups, I think it's looking pretty exciting all the way through. Starting with Double-A, Mike Stacy, Fred Morse, Cutter Coffee. Of course, Cutter Coffee's got D potential, but he can hit the ball. And he didn't show up much last year, but I'd like to see what he can do this year. Besides that, not many other exciting names, but Stacy and Morse will be doing pretty good. Triple-A is very exciting. Wilyer Abreu, let's call him Wiley. He's going to be sitting here. 2023 he did play, and he did well in 28 games, but he's just not quite ready yet for me here, so he's going to be leading off. Marcelo Mayer, third overall prospect now, is going to be hitting second with Nick York hitting third, Blaze Jordan hitting fourth, Roman Anthony hitting fifth. Hopefully we can see him get some pop, maybe somehow get to the high 60s, early 70s. Mikey Romero, also one of our top prospects here, 21 years old, will be playing second base. Antonio Anderson, 19-year-old D potential stud here, hopefully going to be hitting pretty well. Gilberto Jimenez could also come up if injury comes, and then Nathan Hickey. We also got McDonough here who might come up if necessary, but he'll be all over the place. And then Romy Gonzalez will also be up if necessary. And then, of course, your MLB, your 2025 Boston Red Sox, Jared Kelenic, Masataka Yoshida, Juan Soto, Rafael Devers, Tristan Casas. This is just an insane start. Would love to, yeah, I think Kelenic's only leadoff potential. Maybe you could do Yoshida and Soto and still have Devers hit third. But I don't know. We come back in the second inning with vengeance of Devers, Casas, and Rafaela. And then bottom of the lineup of Trevor Story, Vaughn Grissom, and Kyle Teal. This lineup is no joke. It's pretty similar, just Trevor Story, Rafaela flipped. Then, of course, we have Jarren Duran coming off the bench, which is insane that he will be coming off the bench to run, to field, whatever we need him to do. Valdez, after having a good year, I could not have him down again. After having a great October for us last year, he can play anywhere, which is another huge bonus. Connor Wong will be the backup catcher, and then Bobby Dalbec will be a good utility guy to have as well. Hit 254 last year with 8 homers and 18 RBIs. So, not bad. Very good roster. We're currently ranked 19th, pretty much middle of the pack or low end. But if we did something good last year, I'm pretty sure we could do something good this year. We're going to start the next episode with the start of the year. There's our rankings for positions. Right field and third base, of course, some of the best in baseball. Casas will eventually get there. Starters will get there. Middle infield's not doing great, but if Trevor Story ever does decline, which hope he doesn't this year, because that would be a hard, $60 million to chew, $80 million to chew if he gets bad this year. But depending on how these guys perform, we have guys underneath that can hopefully come in. Maybe not this year, but next year. But thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like down if you did enjoy and if you're excited for the 2025 season. I know I am. And let me know what you think of our opening day roster in our minor leagues. I'm kind of excited to see how it plays out. And to get scouting again. Here we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.